Greetings, everyone. Welcome back to the Trinity 369 portal. I am Paula G. Welcome back. And if you're new here, welcome. Welcome to your community. Welcome to your tribe. Welcome to your soul's group. Thank you for being here. We're excited that you are here. This particular message is a very interesting message, and it feels as the message comes from the other message that I uploaded as well in regards of our ascension, in regards of the ending and the beginning of something, kind of like ending of cycles, seasons within us. Something is ending within us, and so this feels a continuation of that. So while I was meditating again this morning, earlier today, I heard my higher selves speaking about the star seeds must know. They need to know. So I began writing what I was receiving because I don't want to forget. I'll forget. And if I don't go immediately and record it, it's gone. And because there was so much going on, I felt that I needed to process the information and to look more into what was the message really about, because it was a little bit kind of all over, and I needed to kind of put it together a little bit. And I hope that you can bear with me while I read, because I'm a clairaudient, clairsentient, claircognitive. So I hear, I see, I feel, and at the same time, I am reading the message. So please, thank you so much for bearing with me. I will try to break it down as simple as possible, exactly how the message came through. So this is a message for the collective consciousness of the starseeds. Your higher selves are coming through, including other multidimensional benevolent beings of the multiverses, multidimensions, planets, galaxies, also spirit, of course, source, eternal source consciousness field, and whoever else would like to come through, even if it's a loved one from spirit realm who might want to come in. So we welcome those divine energies to come in and guide us through this message of divine clarity and divine frequencies. So the message I started writing, and as soon as I started writing, this is a message from our star family to the star seeds. That's how I began. Feeling lost, dark night of the soul. Many of the star seeds kind of feels like the newer, and I don't want to say newer, but the recent ones, even though you've been receiving information, some downloads. It's something new that is coming up for this particular group. There's a first wave that we came in, the first wave. We have done the work. We have crashed I don't know how many towers. We have done so many dark nights of the souls. And we are in this space as the trailblazers, as the wisdom keepers, as the teachers, the educators, the guides, the translators of these energetic frequencies, these messages. So we're here to guide you through whatever is going on at this present moment, whatever it's been going on for a couple of months, but it's been more interesting for the past 3 to 2 weeks and the past 3 to 2 days. So today, in this present moment, while we are in this video, while we recorded this video, that is the first thing that came up. Coming in knowing. As starseeds, we do come in knowing. We do come in with a sense of not belonging, knowing that we do not belong in this terra plane, knowing that our home, it's outside of this realm. We know that. We look up to the stars and we feel homesick. Me personally, again, and I think I've shared this story before, I would tell my poor grandmother, "You're not my mother, you're not my grandmother, you're not my family, I don't belong here, I want to go home." And I just remember saying that over and over and over as I was from childhood to a certain place that my inner guiding system, my inner being, my spirit guides, my spiritual team uh, kept teaching me and guiding me and preparing me for the understanding of what was going on within me. Because at one point, you really think that you're losing your mind and you're being told that you're crazy, not to speak of anything, to remain silent. The other thing, a biological family, the challenges we come in, most of us, most of the starseeds, we come in kind of in these families that are very challenging. Many times there is physical abuse, any type of abuse that will dim our divine light. And we come in these families with a soul contract with the divine plan that we're either going to work through it and we're going to work together through this spiritual journey, and then everything just doesn't work because they have free will. As they have free will, they either change their minds or their dark sides took over, and then everything becomes dark and we become the targets of those dark forces, dark shadows. And if you know, you know. So as starseed, I know that you know, and I know that you can resonate with this. And if you do not resonate with this message, just keep listening. Just keep listening, because you are also being activated. Your starseed higher selves are being activated. And when I say higher selves, it's because we have many different souls and spirit in some other parallels, in some other dimensions, in multiverses. And they are connecting with this particular avatar, with this consciousness now, through spirit and their own telepathy, dreams, premonitions, synchronicities, number sequences, signs, symbols, in many ways. And through via our translations of the messages that they're passing on to us so we can translate them to you, which it's more of a confirmation of already things that you know, you have experienced, your intuition is telling you, you're dreaming, you're seeing the synchronicities. So yes, you are in the right place at the right time, and that is why you're here, and your higher selves guided you here. Knowing it from the very start, again, as we know that we're not from here, we come from, we're starseeds, so we come from the stars. The Terrans, the humanized, are the ones that were created to be here on the earth. They're from the earth. So they're very well connected to the earth. But we're also connected to the earth because we're all frequency. As star seeds, we can sense, we can feel, we can hear, we know how Mother Gaia feels, and we're connected to the elementals. We're connected to the fair realms. We're connected to the elves because they're connected to the Lyrians and the Pleiadians. So we're all connected because, again, we are very cosmic and also sentient and energetic. So those energies connect to one another. So we are from the other stars and constellations and galaxies and dimensions, multiverses, of course. Our DNA, the cellular system, consciousness, the avatar has been activated. And that's why a lot of the star seeds can feel it. We have been feeling it for quite some time and we understand what it is, right? And suddenly you already had these abilities, but suddenly you kind of have new abilities and your body is acting in a certain way, like it's like a frequency, like energy flowing through you. And that's when you notice that these abilities are activated. For example, my right side of my brain, my hemisphere, and my right temple, I can feel when the frequency and the connection is being made, because as I am connected with my higher selves and spirit, the connection is stronger because I already done the work of the consciousness and subconscious and the reprogramming of the conscious and subconscious and the shadow work, much of the shadow work. So there's been an integration. So you feel certain, your avatar feels certain way, your ears are ringing louder, your psychic abilities are stronger. So those are a lot of the symptoms, and kind of knowing that something new is coming up, something new is happening. Sometimes we can't pinpoint what it is, but it's a knowing, it's an intuitive knowing. And also your higher self and your team, your spirit team will let you know, will guide you and will inform you about that, about all of that. So it has taken us a minute to adapt to this avatar. At least me personally, it took me 50 years to come to the acceptance that I needed to finally accept this avatar, because I couldn't fit in this avatar. I didn't want to be in this avatar. And I was having a difficult time accepting that I needed to have a human experience in order to understand my spiritual experience, because that's part of my galactic mission. That's why I came here. That's why I volunteered to come here, to have an experience as a human, and to understand emotions, feelings, the dark side, the light, everything, abuse, the darkest places that you can go to, and understand the darkness, to embrace my divine light. And many of you are experiencing that, have been experiencing that for, I hear, excuse me, energy is coming up. 3 years, 3 years, it feels like there's a lot of the collective that 3 years ago things started to happen more, like the world came crashing down. Everything was like confusing. The families, jobs, and also the whole world went into this dark place, but it was light as well, because that's when a lot of the star seeds became conscious, became awakened, and they remembered. So, eternal source consciousness field. Yes. So, interestingly enough, while I was receiving the download in this part, I had to pause. So, if you can see this, it says pause. Let me see somewhere around here. It says pause there. And I paused and I received a text message. And usually I turn off my phone and I put it to the other side. For some reason, I completely was in the zone and I forgot to turn off my phone. And it was in vibrate. And it vibrated and the light flick. And usually I think of my children. my kids, if there's something happening, I need to check and if it's them. It wasn't them. It was this message about a text message about jobs opportunity with sphere something something, right? I'm not gonna mention too much of it, but it said sphere. That caught my attention. The number had 9999. That was the first thing that caught my attention. So I was guided to look at it. So I did. And the 999 showed up. The sphere showed up. The Trinity showed up on the text. And as I was delivering to reply, no, thank you, the time on was 2:22. So yes, there's a synchronicity. And I started saying, questioning, does this have to do with this download that I'm receiving? Does this have to do with this message? And they said, continue. And I did. So it has to do everything with the beginning of, because 9 is the ending of, the beginning of. So it's closing circles and other circles are opening. This chapter, this season, finishing and ending, and it's all the inner work that we're doing and the consciousness and the subconscious kind of merging together and connecting more with your higher selves, with the star seed higher selves, with the cosmic selves. So the 9 was that 999, and also the Trinity. So 999 is a sign from the universe that a chapter or phase in your life is ending and the new one is beginning, fulfillment of destiny. Right? Our destiny, our missions, our calling, if you want to call it that, our purpose. Right now, this is our purpose. Each little thing we do is our purpose. The sphere symbolizes unity, completeness, and infinity. So it's a repetitive cycle, of course, that we continue to do here. And in other dimensions, it's something that we go here, we go there. Right now, we're here. And these are seasons and cycles that are finishing, and other ones are starting. So I read Carl Jung's books, which I love, the psychologist Carl Jung. The self is an archetype that represents the unification of a person's consciousness and unconsciousness, and it is often symbolized as a circle, right? The circle of life as well, coming to a full circle. And do we decide, do we keep that circle a little open or do we close that circle? And when we keep that circle open, then we stay in that circle, in that repetitive, in that until we finally understand, oh, is this working for me? Is this not working for me? Is this in the highest and greater good for me and the higher, greater good for all? Is this vibrating in my highest vibrational frequency? Can I continue shifting into higher timelines that I prefer, that I dream of, that I've been dreaming of? So, do I close the circle or do I keep it open? That is the question. One of the many questions, but that's the main question here. So, Trinity in Christianity, as we all know, is the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit, right? And as you know, Nicholas Tesla has been showing up because he's the one, as a new spirit guide for me, he's been the one training me and guiding me through the Trinity 369 method, his 369 method of energetic vibrational frequencies of the Trinity, which is the triangle, the 369. Okay. So please bear with me. I know that I'm everywhere, but I hope it makes sense. I hope it's making sense. I can feel it that it's making sense. According to Carl Jung, again, the relation of the threeness to oneness can be expressed by an equilateral triangle. A equals B equals C. Again, 369. In Sigmund Freud theory, his theory, and Sigmund Freud's theory, our personalities are made up of the three parts: the ID, the ego, and the superego. Those parts impact our thoughts and decisions in different ways. Think of it as the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. Again, the triangle, A plus B equals C, 369, and the sphere, a completion. For us, what I received was the spirit, consciousness, and subconscious. So that is the message of this is what's happening to the starseeds. This is what's happening to you at this moment. It's understanding as the collective understanding is like, I'm getting this. I can understand. I know exactly where I come from. I know that I am here for something greater, something bigger. I know that there's something that I need to know. I need to stay in this present moment, focus on what I'm receiving and take it day by day, not rushing anything because you're creating your reality. You're creating those parallels when you stay in this present moment and connecting. And when they're saying there's circles, look into the circles that you need to close and close them permanently because they're not serving you. They're not serving the higher purpose. They're not serving your higher frequency. You want to shift, you want to continue moving into a higher timelines and higher parallels into the most realities that you prefer. We need to start closing circles. And that includes relationships. And the 222 is speaking about that. In the angel whispers, I was asked to come bring out the 222 angel whisper card. Okay, I know a lot of people have been saying Paula, but it's backwards. It's the mirror effect with the whole video setup, and I apologize for that. The 2-2 is balance. Okay, now it's time to take inventory of your feelings. Inventory of your feelings. Are there any feelings of imbalance or resistance? Are you resisting? Are we at 222 in the timer? I mean, you cannot make this up. 222 in the timer. And this is the message. Now is the time to take inventory of your feelings. Are there any feelings or imbalance or resistance? Divine whispers are here to remind you that the alignment that you seek is also seeking you. Breathe. Rest and reset. The affirmation. What feels peaceful and calm easily finds me, and I restore the balance within me. What feels peaceful and calm easily finds me as I restore the balance within me. You cannot make this up. You cannot make this up. And in numerology, this is a number that has a creative and as well as intuitive number. Energetic frequency of creativity and intuition, usually related to interpersonal relationships. The time has come for you to be more self-reflection. Self-reflection. Self-reflective. Self-reflection. Mirror. Mirror principles. That makes sense. I just heard that and I was shown the mirror principle. Right? The projection that others are also projecting on us of their behaving or how they're speaking to us or how they're treating us and how we are being reminded of not to do that, not to copy that. And this came in a message, one of my first video messages, the mirror principle. So the number 222 self-reflective, and focus on the duality of situations. Duality was the number that came in yesterday. I believe it was the 12-12 duality, which is 2222. So also 2 plus 1 is 3, 2 plus 1 is 3, 3, 3, 369, 6. It's all connected. It's all connected. And the stars, he's interrupted, not interrupted, but kind of lovingly interrupted the download to send me a text message. And I said, oh, this is a kind of to distract me from the download that I'm receiving. And it wasn't a distraction. It was this message about closing circles, about allowing yourself to go again deep within and reflect, mirror, and speak to your soul. Look at your eyes in the mirror and look at your soul. Find your soul there. It is there. Call upon your inner being, your higher self, the spirit. Call upon the StarSeeds family. They're always here. They're asking me to pull a card, and I thought that this was going to be a shorter message, but it's not. So I'm just going to go with what I'm being asked. Oh, let's do this is the cards of the energetic vibrational frequencies, the Trinity, our universe and beyond. This speak inner beings and higher selves. Let's see what they also want to say. Universe. The Trinity speaking. The energetic vibrational frequencies of the Trinity. Let's see what it has to say. How are you feeling today? Yeah, it feels like we are kind of in this very interesting yet delicious flow. Very delicious. The synchronicities are coming in like really fast, one after another. The deja vus, many of deja vus. Many relationships ending and new ones starting. This card comes out a lot. Sing, vocal, chakras, music, high frequency music, play, remember, go within, find that inner child within you. Inner compass. We're just talking about that. I mean, you cannot make this up. You cannot make it. Was I talking about? I'm sure I spoke. I mentioned it because I mentioned it like almost with every message that comes through. Soulmate. Yes, the breakup that you had, that breakup that just brought you down to your knees, not even to your knees, right? But kind of just dropped you. It was the best thing. And that's the ending cycle of that relationship. It's not a healthy relationship. And I mentioned this before to the divine feminine energies, something about a breakup of the relationship. It's passing. The storm is passing. And your starseed family, your higher self, guided you and protected you to get you out of that relationship. Okay, and that's what is for your highest and greater good. Because your true divine counterpartner, it's there. But you need to vibrate in that frequency to match. And you're doing it, you're doing the work. Well done. Well done. Your starseed team is applauding you. They're cheering you up. They have like all these balloons and party. They're very proud of you. It's like a graduation. You graduated. They're saying you graduated. So now you go into the next cycle. You go into the next season. You go into the next circle. Okay, the new chapter in your life is coming. Doubts. Don't doubt it. Don't doubt it. It's true. It's true. The negative belief system is part of that cycle that we need to close. The unconscious mind. It needs to start quieting it down when we continue focusing on listen, I'm hearing it, the collective. Yes, it's happening in the collective. The conscious, the mind is speaking. The conscious mind is connecting more. Spirit, the circle. The Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit, which is not about Christianity, but it's the spirit, consciousness, and subconscious. 3, 6, 9, all circle of life. Pardon. The cosmos, yes. We are connected to the cosmos. Of course, and the cosmos are speaking to us. 3113 on the timer. And this is part of our avatars feeling it, because everything is moving in frequency, not just Mother Gaia, not just Terra, but the cosmos, the universe, the universes, the parallels. It's all connected. We all connected. So we are pulling, we're feeling the pull, the back and the pull and the pull and the pull. Follow that gentle pull. Yet stay focused. 44 on the timer. Sunbathe, breathe in the divine particles. It's important. It's important. They're saying, I hear starseeds, inner higher beings, and spirit. The universe is saying, go in the sun. Go out to the sun again. Connect with Mother Gaia, because we are connected. And she will help you heal whatever needs to heal, remove whatever residual energies that no longer belongs in our frequency. I'll help you to release, to let go, to wash off toxins, chemicals, unnecessary sugars, gluten, whatever affects your allergies. I hear somebody who has allergies to certain foods, gluten, soy, yeah, especially women and the hormones. And soy, it's not such a good thing. Look into the soy diet. They're saying to remove soy from your diet and see how your body starts to react. I see somebody with little, like they're breaking up with pimples, and it's coming out. The energy is coming out. Just speak to them and make friends with them, and just love what's happening to your body. It's a sign. It's a confirmation. 33 on the timer, that it's exactly where it needs to be. You're exactly where you need to be. Follow your inner compass. Follow your own intuition. It's your higher self. Your higher self is contacting you. Your higher self is getting your attention. Your higher self is sending you absolutely every possible messages and signs and dreams. Vivid dreams. I hear they're having vivid dreams. They're like in this another planet, and that is you're astro traveling. Yeah, we do that a lot. And we can also go to those places, to those circles, if it's something or trauma or something that it keeps coming in our minds, that it doesn't feel comfortable and I don't want to think about that. I want that to go there. Imagine yourself there and turn it around. Turn it around. If there was something really traumatic or an argument that really bothers you, that resonated with you, flip it and write a new script. Write a new script and play it. And play it. Trust me, it's going to minimize and it's going to go away. Fears. We're still having fears. Yes, fear is a big one. Fear is a big one, but it's doable. We can do that. That is the programming of the subconscious, removing again the negative belief tools, right? You can do it. Yes, of course you can do it. You can do it. Your mind is going to say no, because I can hear it. No, I can't do it. Yes, you can do it. Which is not a fact what you're saying. It's a lie that what you're telling me that I can't do it. Go sit in the corner and be quiet. I'm putting you in timeout, subconscious. Reprogramming the subconscious. One of the things that worked for me, and again, this is not medical advice. I'm not a psychologist. I'm not a doctor. This is more an experience of my own experience, and more as a spiritual guidance and a motivation, a just sharing my story. And I've shared this before, recording my own voice, going to bed, listening to my own voice, speaking these positive words into my subconscious and reprogramming my subconscious and going to bed listening to that. And trust me, it works when you're open enough to receive it and allow your higher self guide you to the affirmations that are going to vibrate in a higher frequency for you. Whatever affirmations resonates with you, use your own discernment and record them with some 369 frequency playing in the background and go to sleep listening to that. Give it at least 3 months. Make it a positive habit of every single night, or every single day, wherever you feel comfortable listening and that you can actually fall asleep with no interruptions. Unworthy. So all the nasty little things that are coming up, the nasty little lies of the old programming and all coming up. Again, spiritual diarrhea, vomiting, crying. They're all coming up. That's all. That's all it's happening. It's all coming up because it's giving space to the new frequency to enter your avatar. That's all that's happening. And your emotions, as equal energy emotions, are telling you it's coming up. It needs to come up. Let it come up. Allow it to flow through you. Sit with it. Cry if you have to cry. Laugh if you have to cry. Dance if you have to cry. Sing if you have to sing. Write, sleep, rest. Go into isolation for a little bit. Get out of the noisiness, the craziness. And I hope the volume is not too loud. I hope that the volume is not too loud. So yes, ringing in the ears, that is a big one. This is how they communicate with us. Ringing in the ears. Loved ones communicate like that too. I see flickering lights. You have lights flickering. The bottom of the deck. Mediumship, and that's why you're having the flickerings, because as mediumship, somebody has abilities, mediumship's abilities, don't fear, and that's what the card of the fear came in. Somebody's fearing their abilities. You need somebody to speak to 44 on the timer that can guide you through that, because you don't have anybody to guide you, and if you do, you know intuitively that it's for your highest good and that they're being authentic with their teachings. Okay, and speaking about mediumship, you can find in my website, ascendingmessenger.com. I do provide psychic mediumship readings, connecting with your loved ones from the spirit world, spirit realms of love and light. So if you're called to, go check it out. Thank you. And journaling, yes, that's a big one. There's a lot that we release when journaling. We can say absolutely everything that we want to say when we journal. All the words that we even want to say to anybody. This thing is like, oh, maybe. All the things that we want to say, all the things that we want to express, all our feelings, our emotions, and also positive affirmations and reading your heart desires, your dreams, your wishes, so they can come into reality. That's the very positive habit to have. Timelines. You are shifting timelines. You are shifting timelines. Yes. And that's why also the avatar feels it. We feel it. We even feel very heavy, very tired. And maybe a lot of energy that just comes from nowhere, which is amazing. But also you need to rest in order to communicate with your spiritual team, with spirit, again, with your inner being. 44 on the clock, on the timer again. Cosmic connections. Cosmic connections. We have a connection, of course, to the cosmos. 5-5 on the timer. And that's why we are receiving all these messages. So to close the reading here, I hope this didn't confuse you. And because I know it felt like it was everywhere, but it makes a lot of sense. It makes a lot of sense. And it does resonate with the collective, with the star seeds. You'll know. You'll know. You know this message is for you. You will know. Because it is within us. We are stars. We are seeds from the stars. And we know exactly what we're talking about. You came with a purpose. You came with a mission. Many of you are completing that mission. Many of you are finding out what the mission is. Many of you are finding out what stars are you from. I hear Pleiadians are big ones here. Pleiadians, Andromedans, Sirians, Lyrians. Seven star sisters are connecting to the Pleiadians and the Lyrians. Starseeds, anything else that you would like to share, and any last messages before we close this beautiful, powerful reading for our lovely, beautiful starseeds, this beautiful collective of starseeds? Any last messages? Too many came. Come on. Let's try this again. Come on. Thank you for all the messages. Thank you, everyone, for being here. Thank you for staying with us this long. We thought it was going to be a short message, but baby steps. Baby steps. Be kind to yourself. Be loving to yourself. Baby steps. Baby steps. You're there. Look. Look at you. You're there. Came all this way. All this way, and you're there. You're at the door. Baby steps. Action. Follow your intuition before it makes sense. Follow your 33 on the timer. Follow your intuition before it makes sense. Before it goes to the mind, start questioning your intuition immediately. Follow it. 44 again. Cannot make this up. The bottom of the deck. Iris. Longing for home. Homesick for the stars. Okay, here's the confirmation right there. This message is for you. 44 on the clock again. You cannot make this up, my loved ones. You cannot make this up. This message is for you. And you're doing the work. You're doing well. You're doing great. You're doing amazing. And that's why you're here. This is your community. This is your home. That's why I'm here. That's why I was prepared to be here. Now I'm here in front of all of you, speaking, just following my intuition, just following my guidance, following the divine messages, following to translate these messages for you. 44, 44 on the timer. So we're going to close it here, my loved ones. Thank you so much for bearing with me, for hanging in there, because it was a pretty long message and I loved it. That it was so interesting the way it showed itself and how it was given. It's just really interesting. Once again, thank you so much for being here. Thank you. You have a lovely, lovely rest of your day, evening, night, twilight. And if you did resonate with this message, if you like this message, give it a like, thumbs up, subscribe, and leave me a comment. I love your comments. I really like to know how things are moving along with you. That 44, follow that 44. It's everywhere. And that's a confirmation that I think that I had written it here somewhere. 44 is everywhere. But look it up. It's our guidance system, our spirit guides, our spiritual team, our higher self, spirit, letting us know that they're here with us, that they've been here with us, they continue to be here with us. Energy coming up. And they will continue to be eternally. You need to call upon them so they can intervene. Once again, thank you so much. I appreciate you. I see you. I hear you. I sense you. Yeah. Thank you. I feel like I cannot finish this reading, but it has to finish. I feel like there's something more that I need to say. And I heard somebody saying, "Oh, come on." Come on, what? What? What is it? One more card? Yes. Okay, let's do this. Let's one more card. Souls group and higher self. There it is. There's your confirmation. There's the card you were asking for. Need more? It's for you. This is your higher self speaking. This is you speaking to you. This is you speaking to you. It's great. It's so delicious. All right, my loved ones, you take care of yourself, and I hope this brought you some peace of mind, body, and soul. Have a lovely, lovely rest of your evening, day, night, wherever you are in the world. Namaste. Authentically yours, Paul IG.